Okay, till now we have discussed the concept of the consultancy. Now we will be getting into further details of scope of the consultancy, which will be in the preview as offered. First will be the models offered. The models offered will be in three types. First is the full support, where the scope encompasses all. Monitoring will be on daily basis and reports will be weekly, monthly, or quarterly as per the list. Next will be the part support, which will have a restricted scope and monitoring, although daily will be on limited scope, and the reports will be monthly, quarterly as per the list. And finally, the minimum support or the independent capsules, the details of which will be separately given, which will be as per the requisition. The sequence for the full partial support would be that first assessment will be carried out, taking all required inputs in the first visit, and then a proposal will be given with cost implications by the director or the advisor to the management for taking suitable discussions and also recommending what decision is best. Finally, as per the agreement, an MOU will be prepared as per the services sought, and a local team will be built for the full partial support and coordinate the communication aspects so that once the consultancy starts, there should be no gap. And finally, the execution will be build customized systems and best practices in the institute, on the job training of the institute's team, and finally fulfill all obligations as per the MOU. Now, full support. What does the retail scope means? It will be in around 27 heads. The full support has been prepared. This will include, just to show example, like macro issues planning of the institute by the founders, then the campaign planning, then the time planning, the weekly subject-wise distribution. Even each of the step in this have lots of sub steps. Like giving an example, like already there are around 150 actions which includes in this 27 heads, and further very minor actions will be many more. Example, like first one, in the case of first one, macro issues and planning, set aims and goals, then infra planning, then the capacity planning, then what kind of models the school should offer, then the resources. So lots of issues will be there, which will be resolved in the serial one. So many sub actions. This shows the list of various major actions which are there available. There are 17 which you can see here. So up to 27, these are the various heads which were there, and each will have separate headings. For example, this accounting and preparation of audit documents will have a separate sub headings of almost about 15 to 20. The obligations or the responsibilities for this consultancy would be the service provider will deliver professional services as per the agreed scope, maintain total confidentiality, and provide periodic progress reports and reviews as planned. The school, on its part, should facilitate access to relevant staff, resources, classrooms, etc., and the data for effective service delivery, ensure timely communication and cooperation so that there is no wastage of resources or misunderstandings, and make payments as per the agreed financial terms. The frequency of the outputs, the monitoring, or the independent capsules will be as per the MOU. Okay, for the recommendations of the consultancy, let us understand what the consultancy team will look like. First, it will have a director advisor who carries out the feasibility study, prepares support plan, that is the MOU, head team of the coordinators, and fulfill all obligations as per the MOU. Then there will be in-location coordinators, which will be two for the full support consultancy and one for the partial support, nominated by the customer or advisor, function under the advisor during the period of consultancy, and provide all inputs and coordinate advisors' visits. Nivens coordinator nominated by the advisor will be part of the Nivens team who will coordinate with the in-location coordinators and monitor all outputs as per the MOU. Now, if we have to do a recommendation, then it would be a full support for 1 to 2 years. It will be akin to constructing a new building, which will have advisor plus 3 staff, which includes the 2 in-location staff. Monitoring will be on daily basis. Visit of the advisor will be 4 times a month, and reports will be weekly, monthly, quarterly as per the list. Then after that, it can be partial support, 1 or 2 years, akin to giving finishing touches to a building, which is also very important. The scope, although will be restricted, the advisor plus 1 staff will be there, and then the visit of advisors will be 2 days a month, and reports will be monthly or quarterly as per the list. In addition to that, we have minimum support, which have some restricted services only, and then we have few independent capsules as required, like exam techniques, answering techniques, etc. And this is also, you can say, akin to maintenance. If you are doing it after full support and partial support, then the minimum support can be done by the Nivens team, or your own team also can do this minimum support. Okay, till now, we have seen in the various videos. The first is the Westgate Institute, which how it can be profitable, and then the challenges of the management. Part two, challenges faced by education institutes, which are other types of challenges, and then the financial benefits, which is almost to the tune of 30 to 40% if a proper inbuilt system is there. The concept of the consultation and close support in part five, and finally in this we have seen the scope and details of the consultancy. So to conclude, we say that consultancy is to make a formidable brand matched by the quality and assist in long-term vision and verifiable short-term goals. Invest experience, knowledge, and efforts with a very dedicated team with utmost dedication and result-oriented goals. Create a self-sustaining ecosystem capable to cater for future requirements, growth, both in systems as well as in finance. Reduce the work on management, which is a very major factor because almost all the members of the management will be busy in something else also. And then finally, make a quality improvement and a corresponding financial benefits in such a way that making returns will be manifold vis-a-vis the investment which is done on the consultancy. So in order to approach us, the details are there in the next slide.